Okay, Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, introduce, my name is Muhammad Luthfan Rafi Hermawan, and I'm from Class A with students ID 232122057. So, today I'm really excited to share a bit about what I've learned in the critical discourse analysis course and how it helped me grow, not just as a student, but as someone who thinks deep about how language works in society. So, let's move on into another slide. So, during the course, we explored how language does more than just deliver meaning. It reflects like shaping power in society and so on. And also beside that, we learned from our amazing theories like Van Dyck, Norman Fairclough, Van Leeuwen, and also Wodak, that each one opened my eyes to see how language can be used to include, exclude, and also persuade, even manipulate, depending on how it's framed. So it's really made me see that discourse is never neutral. There's always something behind the words. And also, the way we learned was super engaging because our lecturer, Miss Agis, always gave us space to ask questions from the very start of each class, and that helped me connect more with the topic. And also, we had tons of group discussion and practical tasks where we analyzed real text, and I found that process was very effective. And also, I tried to use all four theories like Norman Fairclough, Van Dyck, Van Leeuwen, and also Wodak in my analysis, but I personally connected the most with Theo Van Leeuwen. Because what I really love about his framework is how he focuses on social actors, so who is included in the text, who is left out, and how people are represented. And it's when we realize that small choices in the language, like using a they instead of a name, can actually carry big social meaning. So yeah, when I applied that to my own analysis, it felt more personal and more creative because I wasn't just using theory, but I also making sense of the text in my own way, in my own representation. And then this course also definitely changed the way I view language in everyday life because I have learned about social actor, ideology, and so on. So now even simple conversation or headlines make me stop and think like, wait, what's the ideology behind this? So yeah, it helped me sharpen my critical thinking a lot. But it wasn't always easy because there's one challenge that I faced was challenge that I face is that understanding technical concepts like normalization, passivation, and also the academic English used in exams was a little bit advanced. It was a bit overwhelming at first, but thankfully, Alhamdulillah, I kept asking questions to Miss August and also often had discussion with my friend, which made things more clearer. And also, I realized that struggling at first is part of the learning process. And when you talk about your confusion, have a discussion, and so on, that's when real learning happens. And also, some fun fact, or one of my fun fact is that because of how much I enjoyed all of this, I'm actually planning to focus on my CDA for my undergraduate thesis, especially using fun learning approach. And then, as someone who is going to teach English in the future, inshallah, I will be a professor. I really believe that CDA is something powerful to bring into the classroom because it's not just about learning vocabulary or grammar, the basic thing. It's not always about teaching students to think critically, to question what they read. No, I mean, it's about teaching students to think critically, to question what they read, and also to express their own perspectives. Because, yeah, language shapes identity and also reflects powers. So, if we can help students understand that kind of concept, we're not just teaching them a language, but we are helping them find their voice. So, for me, critical awareness, and original thinking should always be part of teaching. Actually, I learned that from Miss Agis too. So yeah, to wrap up, this course helped me see language in a totally new way. Now I don't just read or listen, but I analyze, I question. I've also realized that the value of originality in academic work because when we bring our own thought into the analysis, the work become truly meaningful. So thank you so much for listening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.